comedian David Boyle, and I'm quitting alcohol. So I've been thinking about this idea for a little while. You know, in Australia and Western countries, how everything is made to a certain regulation or specification. Like there's a certain height for a doorway, there's certain heights for stairs, sidewalks are like a specific fucking width, the gutters that you walk off from the sidewalks, they're about the same height everywhere. Everything's generally built to a certain specification. So we come to expect our unnatural environment to be a certain way. And that's meant to be for our own safety. And on the whole, it does save you from hitting your head, banging yourself, falling down the stairs, falling over shit. But it also makes you less and less aware of your environment. Like I can walk up and down the stairs anywhere in the world, in the Western world, looking at my phone, not even looking at the steps, and just assume the step is going to be about the same distance from step to step all the way down. So I don't even need to look. Same with footpaths. You know they're generally going to be pretty decent, so you can just walk along with your phone and you're not going to run into too much trouble. Unless one of the concrete footpaths has been like lifted up like 3 mil, and then you'll stub your toe and fucking almost eat shit. You are just unprepared for the inconsistencies in the world because everything is made to specification for you and for your safety. And that is all good until you leave your environment and come to a place like fucking India, where nothing is made to any sort of fucking specification. There's holes in the road, there's fucking holes in the footpath that you can fall directly into shit. Everything's uneven. There's fucking wires hanging out everywhere. Shit's falling down. They pull down half a building and then they keep the shop underneath it operating. It's complete fucking chaos. But I tell you what it does do. It makes you more aware of your environment. Because I myself in India can't go a fucking day without almost falling over, almost breaking my ankle, smashing my head on a branch on a tree when I hop out of the fucking car, have loose wires poked directly into my eye. I'm just fucking getting caught by all this random shit popping out because I'm so fucking used to having nothing there. Just living my life on fucking autopilot without even needing to look up. Whereas people here, I watch them fucking drive their scooters while not looking at the road and sending a text. They're very fucking aware of their environment, even if they're not looking. It's like a fucking sixth sense almost. Like it's ingrained in them through repetition just to avoid danger all the time. I started thinking about this because the other week we're at this cafe and the cafe was on the first floor and you had to go down 2 flights of stairs to get to the toilet. So the first time I needed to go to the toilet because I was fucking jacked on black tea, I go to walk down the stairs and I fucking almost fall down. I take a step, I miss the step, my fucking knee hyperextends and I almost eat shit. And I didn't think anything of it. I'm just like, fuck, I'm a clumsy cunt. Go down, take a leak, come back up. The second time I went down for a dart and the same thing happened. I just fucking missed the first step. I almost ate shit. I just kept my balance, felt like I did my ACL. And I was like, Jesus Christ, a fucking again? I am one clumsy motherfucker. So I went down, had a dart, and then came back upstairs. And then a little while later, I needed to fucking piss. So I went back downstairs. Exact same thing happened again. I fucking missed the first step. It was like it wasn't even there. I almost ate shit for the 3rd time. And now I'm fucking angry. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And I look back and I look at this fucking step. And the first step in the staircase is bigger than all the other steps. They've fucked it up and made it like 1.5 inches bigger than every other step, than your normal step. And so I, unaware of my environment, is stepping off onto this first step, expecting it's going to be where every normal fucking step is usually going to be. And instead of my foot landing where I feel like it should be landing, it travels an extra 1.5 inches, which I am completely unprepared for. And I almost fall down the stairs and fucking break my leg 3 times. That's all it took, a 1.5-inch change in my environment, and I almost came unstuck. So I took a piss and I came back up and I watched people. I watched the Indians go down that fucking stair, and there was not a problem at all. Not one of them fucking tumbled. Not one of them misstepped. Not one of them had a fucking problem at all. And I worked out that the reason they're not falling down the step is because they're not expecting the step to be the right size. They are not living in a world with a preconceived notion of the size of a step. They're approaching the stair like it is a fucking, I forget the word, new, like fresh obstacle. Whereas I approach the stair and I'm like, well, they've taken care of me, and I just launch myself off like a fucking moron. I'm being looked after, and I fucking just throw my big fucking hoof over the edge, and when there's no firm ground to plant your foot, you realize maybe I should be a little bit more aware of my environment and not just leave it to other people to protect me, to look after me. And I think living in environments like that shapes your mind. I don't know whether it's an all-round good thing or an all-round bad thing, or a little bit of both. I have not come to a conclusion, but I do know that when you're taken out of an environment where you can predict a lot of the things around you and thrown into an environment where fucking it's impossible to predict what the fuck is going on, I know it drags you more into the present moment and you become more aware just in general, which is a good thing. You start noticing shit. Except for that fucking tree today. I got out of the fucking car. I parked under a tree, opened the door, and I step out, and the branch was literally under the fucking driver's door. I just stood up directly into a fucking branch. It hurt like fuck. Anyway, that is my theory with no conclusions. I'm just throwing it out there. But that will do for tonight. If you're enjoying the podcast, share it around with your friends. And I'll see ya the fuck later.